We recently put a tweet out asking for your questions ahead of Gameweek 3. Let's have a look at what you got and try and answer some.
Yeah, some good ones here, mate.
Okay. Rajveer asks, in Chelsea attack, only Werner or any other options to look up to for West Bromwich Albion?
Yeah, I think it's Werner and nobody else in the attack in front right now. If we're looking defensively, I think Reece James is a good option. But Werner, I think from the eye test, he's the only one that's really passed it, I think, right now.
Good answer.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick, mate. We got here from @FPL Strategist. Jokes aside, which 2 Everton assets would you recommend out of Digne, James, Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison? I'm just going to let you answer this.
All of them.
Come on, man.
Thanks, strategist. I'm really glad you asked this question. Just keep the Everton questions coming every week if you can. No, so it is a very good question. I have just Calvert-Lewin, and I think he's the most obvious pick. I think definitely have Calvert-Lewin. He's definitely the best. You know, I said in pre-season, didn't I thought he was the best value pick in the game, and I think he is.
It's a good shout. I'll give you that.
The second pick is a lot harder, and there's a couple of players you could go for. I think the best 2, I really like Luca Dean. I know he only got 1 point the weekend, but he could have had so much more. Yeah. And I know they conceded 2, but I do think they'll get clean sheets. And obviously, the other obvious one is James Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's looking world class on that pitch. It's just little bits, like the way he crossfield balls, just little turns. People were doubting him, but he's a baller.
Yeah.
He's a baller.
And obviously, Richarlison is a good option as well. So to answer your question, I think I'd go Calvert-Lewin and Dean, but Rodriguez, very good option as well. Okay.
We'll go next, mate.
So, next one's from FPL Donnell. He said, would love to hear your opinions on Liverpool's new signing Thiago and which team player have impressed you the most other than Everton. It's not like me talking about Everton a lot, is it?
You obviously watch his videos back, do you? So, Thiago, big fan of him, but he's not an FPL asset. We saw him against Chelsea, broke the pass record in the time that he was in. He's going to be that sort of player who's going to dictate the game, but not necessarily going to get the goals or the assists. Team player, yeah, an interesting one. I think it's really annoying because I would have said Everton, so I'm glad you put that so we can't talk about them more.
You can say that, mate.
Team
Crystal Palace
to see, and on that note, Zaha especially is really I feel like the new signing of Eze, he's always thought to himself, I need to step up, like we've got another baller in the team and I've got to show my worth. And what good thing about him is being clinical, really clinical. Whether Hodgson can maintain this form, but I agree, I think Crystal Palace have been really good value for sure. I can't think any more.
Yeah, Arsenal have been okay, but Crystal Palace and
Everton,
the ones, aren't they?
Yeah. Right then, so next question from @UpTheBorough FM. So many questions. Yeah, join the club, man. Best Leicester assets for game week 3 and future. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, Barnes, maybe. He's looking quite good value, did well at the weekend. I mean, Vardy's the obvious one, but it's a bit too much. Well, it's too much money there, isn't it? That's the problem.
For those who do follow kind of like the stats, or you'll notice that Vardy's stats outside the penalties has been awful. I think it's like 0.0 XG. It's been terrible. And we know Vardy, plays, at the opposite of stats. He kind of breaks them. But I think if you're looking for somebody who eye test and stats, Harvey Barnes is the one. And he offers a great value in that midfield at 7 million, I believe, around that sort of area. And I think he could be a really good option. Yeah. I think he's the best pick there for sure.
Obviously, Castan. Is it Castan?
Yeah, 5.5. Yeah. Really good option. Worried when Pereira possibly comes back, but he's played so well, he'll probably just shift over that left-hand side, I imagine.
Yeah. Okay, what else have we got?
What we got here, mate? @FPL_Dutchy. Why do I play this game? Yeah, I know. We asked ourselves that. You can answer this after selling Son, but yeah.
Yeah, after selling Son, I do worry. But the thing is,
just enjoy it.
Yeah, that's what makes it so good, though. Is you get these moments where it absolutely sucks and it kills, but when you get it right, it's the best feeling.
Yeah, in the world, just highs and lows. Honestly, you'll say that next week. You'll be loving it. Just keep going, mate. Keep going.
Okay, so FPL Rookie says, Son, has he changed his playing position to be effective today? And then we'll answer one of these, so Salah or Mane. Okay, so do you want to talk about this one, Son?
Yeah, Son, I think we discussed on camera at week. Son absolutely capitalised on that Southampton defence, who just did not learn from their lesson. They just kept playing so high. And balls are the top. I think I could have played them balls,
Yeah.
mate. So I don't expect Son to be scoring 4 goals each week, but as an asset, I think he's definitely one to hold going forward. Spurs' long-term fixtures are great, and 4 goals, you'd be criminal to sell him, would you really?
And I think Salah or Mane, just take your pick and stick. Simple as that.
Yeah, exactly that.
Okay.
Right, so Jordan, who at FPL Maestro X, that was a tricky one, mate. Why do I get rid of Son and Ings? This is a common occurrence for Son, isn't it? Yeah.
The thing is, it happened to so many of us. It happened to me. You just got to take it happens.
Yeah, just pick your poison, go with it.
Yeah, just be patient, don't panic. We move on.
Yes.
Okay, so Oliver Fox asked, can we bring Chris Wood into our teams? Oh, I've got WhatsApp messages coming through.
I've got you pro here,
Thanks,
mate.
lads.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So can we bring Chris Wood into our teams?
Yeah, I think it's a really, really good option. I think he's gone under the radar a little bit. But again, similar to how Jimenez is at Wolves, Chris Wood, Mr. Reliable at Burnley, and you know you're going to get really good value from him game time. And he's always won again. I go back to the stats, but he always underperforms. I think he's got a lot of potential there. I think he's a great option. Burnley have okay fixtures.
Reliable.
Yeah, Mr. Reliable for sure. Right then, so we've got one from Harry Thompson here. Wildcard to get rid of Southampton assets. Woeful at the back stage, we discussed. Reluctant to change their system. Yeah, totally agree with that. Is this another Leicester moment of change? So, as I mentioned, Southampton's been quite a popular topic right now. I'm a little bit worried about them. Right.
Very worried.
Yeah, you spoke pre-season
I
about them.
In pre-season, I put out a tweet.
A big claim.
Yeah, I made a big claim and I said, I think Southampton are going to struggle defensively this year and that they'll really miss Højbjerg. I got slated.
Yeah,
for
you
that.
had a chip on your shoulder, mate.
Well, look what happened.
Yeah, you've done well.
You know, I say that, but really joke's on me because I've got McCarthy and Walker-Peters.
Same boat.
Yeah, I think the problem is, if you can move them on, do. But for a lot of us, there's other positions to sort out, isn't there? But if you're on wildcard, I just think get rid. They're not good.
Yeah, for sure. There's not been seen enough, but Danny Ings still brings value at the top, doesn't he? Yeah. So we've got next, mate. We've got Ron Merkagy asks, thinking of triple up on Wolves for their great fixtures, Jimenez, Says and Podence. Thoughts would require -8. I think are great options, but for a -8, I wouldn't do that. And the reason being is Jimenez is great FPL asset, but you're getting a goal a week really from him at 8.5 million. It's probably just his cusp for the price. So it's a great option, but the worry there will be Podence. I think he has massive FPL potential, but equally the risk there of getting rotated. New signing coming in, Traore is going to be there, Neto's going to be there. Could get rotated over the 60-minute mark. Yeah,
exactly. Okay, so Martinelli asked, and this is something we covered in our recent video, the main show episode.
Yes,
so
be sure to check that out.
He said, Alan San-Maximin was the early budget midfield choice for a lot of managers. Who are better alternatives after Gameweek 2? So we covered this a bit, didn't we? But to summarise, we think either Foden or Podence are probably the best options.
Yes, if you have money in the bank, Foden's by far the best pick, I think. Yeah, I agree. But be sure to check that out because we did cover that in a lot more detail on that show. Right, so we got one from FPL_Trophy. Was the 0.1 saving in value worth the Son sale?
You're killing me.
Yes, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Again.
No, bloody wasn't.
Absolutely not. But again, like we said, you just got to smile, just move on. And, the player you brought in might get 4 next week. You never know. Never know.
James Craig says, I scored 44 points again this week. Should I consider a wild card? Be patient, my friend.
Be patient, like with this COVID and all, we don't know what's going on. I think the longer you hold that wild card, the better, for sure. So we got one from Kumar Sanket. Thanks for your question. Which 4.5 goalkeeper looking the best for wild carders? Yeah, this is an interesting one. I think at the start of the season we would have said Southampton's McCarthy, but I really like the sale of Martinez to Villa. Villa's stats post-lockdown were really, really solid. I'm not going to sit here and say that they're going to be the next, Italy defence, but I think Martinez proved that he's a really top goalkeeper and he's only going to improve that side. So, I'm not sure the same boat, mate. If there's any options out there.
I think he's a good option. I quite like Ryan from Brighton as well. Brighton are pretty good, haven't they, defensively? I think Ryan's a good option as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think them two, just go with which one we fancy for sure.
Yeah, okay, let's have a look at some more.
Got.
So Matthew asks, worth keeping Doherty?
This is an interesting one. 6 million is such a price, and when you're looking at someone like Digne in the Everton side who are really performing well, I can see the appeal there to move over even Leicester's
Castagna.
I think you'd be tempted to put 5.5 there as well. Reece James at 5. I'm not sure, mate. I probably would look to sell if he doesn't perform against Newcastle at home.
Yeah.
Got to keep him from Newcastle at home for sure, because he's getting in the areas at least.
Yeah, I like Dean and Reece James as potential kind
Yeah,
of
but I would stick for this week for sure. I think
this week.
Yeah, Newcastle at home, he'll get forward there for sure.
Yeah.
FPL strategy as asked. This is a big one. What would be your imaginary Gameweek 3 wildcard? Asking for a friend.
Well, strategy is a very good friend of ours, and I think if we get time this week, we'll see if we can put I'll see if I can put a team together and talk about the best players to have. But I would say, obviously, we do the fan favourites episode in the normal show, and there's a few of the players that will probably be in there in that bit. But yeah, I'll see if we can do a video picking a wildcard.
Yeah, I think that's a really good shout. Yeah, that'll be good value for sure. I think I would love to reel one out, but I don't think we've got time, have we, mate? So yeah, that's a great shout. Okay, so let's go for FPL Observer, and he says, is it dangerous to go without Liverpool coverage in defence? Yeah. Liverpool obviously got the clean sheet against Chelsea, 10 men Chelsea, I will say. Obviously, that's Chelsea fan being a bit bitter there. But is it dangerous to go without? I can see the appeal of going Robertson over Trent, but I think there's still great value in that defence. And as we mentioned, even if Liverpool aren't keeping the clean sheets, the stats are there, and I just think assist potential at least with one of those two. I would stick with Liverpool defence, 100%.
One more, go on.
One more.
Go on.
That's too much. It's too much. Okay, interesting one from Anish Sarkar. Sterling or KDB as a City asset, which do you recommend?
Both are good, aren't they? But
Yeah.
I think I just prefer KDB, and it's just the way I like to play the game.
Yeah.
So I like to play it quite safe, and I think I feel very safe with De Bruyne in the team. I think penalties, free kicks, attacking, I just think he's very reliable.
It's interesting saying about the way you play the game, because I feel like I'm more inclined to go Sterling a little bit. I like them players who have got, don't get me wrong, De Bruyne's got a high FPL ceiling, but we saw post-lockdown, Sterling has the potential for them hat-tricks. I'm there for goals, and I think Sterling could be a great option long-term, and I think he's going to kick on from that post-lockdown. So I think Sterling might be the one on my side for sure.
Fantastic.
Okay. That's covered, bud.
That was a lot of questions.
Yeah, it was, mate. But I think we've provided some good value there. I hope we did.
Yeah, thank you everyone who sent your questions in. Obviously, if we didn't get to read out your question, we'll do our best to read it out in the following game week.
Yeah, and be sure to let us know on social media what questions you want us to answer.
Also, in the comments below.
And of course.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.